bad fish. Those are bad fish.
Here in Islamorada, Florida, the guides and local fishermen have an interesting concept as to why the Middle Keys grows such legendary big bonefish, and it has as much to do with man as it does with Mother Nature. Hello everybody, I am Andy Mill, and today we are visiting the home of the largest average-sized bonefish in the world. Yes, Islamorada, Florida is a true sport fishing mecca that has earned an unexpected bonus from the philosophy of catch and release. You see, each year during the bonefish tournaments, hundreds of trophy-sized bonefish from the upper and lower keys are brought back here to be weighed and then released. You multiply that number over the last couple of decades, say the experts, and you get what they call a reversed natural selection, a huge number of genetically superior fish spawning in a concentrated area. A bonefish weighing less than 10 pounds won't even raise a local eyebrow. Well, today, if the tides are right, we'll get a chance to see these big bruisers tailing on the flats as they stand on their head to feed. And if they're willing, and if they do their thing, we may even catch one.
The Overseas Highway, which originally served as the foundation of Henry Flagler's Overseas Railroad, divides the Florida Keys oceanside and backcountry flats. Learning the times, tides, and techniques for fishing these two vastly different environments takes a lifetime of study. And that knowledge is what separates the top guides. Islamorada native Captain Tim Klein is one of the best.
Yo, Timmy. Looking good, huh? What a spectacular day. What'd they say, 20?
Yeah, there's the front moving in though.
Yeah, it'll probably get
That's all right, makes fishing good. Catch the big dog.
Fishing in the Keys is steeped in tradition, none more venerable than the Lorelei. For more than 40 years, this Islamorada landmark has been a mecca for anglers and a locker room for local guides. For native sons like Tim Klein, fishing and family life are inextricably woven into a delicate fabric that often blends work and play. His 4-year-old daughter Audrey already is learning the ropes of her family's business. If sport fishing is the lifeblood of the Keys economy, the Lorelei is its heartbeat. Each morning, the marina buzzes with excitement as fishermen and guides gather to swap stories. Outboard motors spark to life with a throaty rumble as the boats make their way to fabled hotspots like 9 Mile Bank and Crab Key. This is the real Florida Keys, immortalized by Thomas McGuane, Carl Hyacin, and Jimmy Buffett. This is also where the largest and most sensitive bonefish on Earth call home. So every fishing day starts with a not-so-wild dream that it could be your best day ever. Although the day dawned crisp and clear, an approaching front quickly whipped up the winds to a stiff 20 knots, which Tim said would actually enhance our chances for a trophy bonefish. The worst weather days often produce the best fishing, he says, because the bones seem more intent on feeding. But you still need patience and be as good as you can be.
What's that right there, Timmy?
All right, we got tailors right here.
Tailors? Tailors?
Yeah, they're right in this first slip. Not where that nervous water is, in this slick.
What's this right here?
I don't know. Just hang on. Hunt for these tailors over here. Is that him right there? See that little splash right there? That's him. To the right.
Behind her.
Oh, nuts. Nuts.
Just my luck.
Wow, man.
Can you believe it?
Oh, man, he ate it. Is he still there? Yes.
Yeah, there he is.
Good, good, good. Just leave it there. Leave it there. All right, nice and easy. That's it. That's it. Do it again. Keep moving, long strip. Oh, bad fish. Here they come. Working a little to the right. Coming right at you. Strip it, strip it.
Sorry, Timmy.
That's okay. That's cool.
Shoot! In them doesn't mean bang them on the head.
Yeah, no, they came right at us. There you go, Mills.
Ah.
How can they spook from something like that? It's like you threw a rock at them, I swear.
I thought that was going to be perfect. Got him.
Woo! Never moved the fly, buddy. You never moved it.
Can you believe that?
You were tangled up. By the time you got it off your leg,
It was
he
tight.
was eating it, and you had him on. You stripped and he was on it, baby.
I have never caught a fish like that before.
Oh, we were due, baby. Oh,
Did you see that fly line wrapped around my leg?
Oh, around the platform, around your leg.
I go, what else?
You untangled it, you lifted up the rod, and he's there.
The only thing that didn't happen was a barracuda jumping up and biting me on the backside on that one.
Yeah, you gotta love it.
Well, I knew I was in them, and when I was taking that off my leg, I'm going, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening.
Too cool.
You just love, you gotta love it.
That's paying your dues, buddy. That's paying your dues right there.
You know what I've always said is that fish that should eat don't, and a lot of fish that shouldn't do.
Oh.
Case in point.
Yes. Super.
But what do I know? I'm just a skier.
Nice job, Andy. You know, if you get a few more practice days on the water, you know, we need to talk to Chrissy.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you her number.
Okay, I'll call her.
Give her a quick call.
I don't think so.
Say, Chris, it only took us a day and a half to catch a fish. Well, it goes to show you that sometimes less is more with the stripping.
Yeah.
That you're talking about, just smooth.
Oh, yeah.
Let him see it.
Never moved it. He liked what he saw, buddy.
I mean, as soon as I touched my fly line, it came tight.
He thought that was a real shrimp and he was swimming away from it.
You know, I think that catching tailing bonefish is just such a beautiful setting.
Oh, that was great.
Ah, it's a box fish.
That's a barracuda.
Just kidding.
That's my line.
Not a monster, but it is a fish.
Yes.
But
I'll take it.
That monster is a relative term.
Look at that. Tail's blue. Pretty
How pretty
fish.
is that?
Nice. Let's see what we got here. 8.5. Nice fish.
Look at that tail.
Yeah, look at that fish. We
Good
did
job,
it, buddy.
Timmy. Just think if that fly line not wrapped around my ankle, I might not have caught that fish.
Yeah, I know. You'd have stripped it and goofed it all up. All right.
Look at that tail. It's got
Yeah.
a white slash on it.
Yeah.
All right,
All
bud.
right, let's let this bad boy go. Look how he's lit up,
Look at his
man.
brother.
He wants to go. Nice, cool water.
I love the stripes on their backs.
Look how pretty he is, huh? He is lit up.
Good going.
Hey, man.
Got lucky again.
Yeah. Hey, luck's a big part of it sometimes.
How fun is that?
All right, let's go get another one, Slick.
All right, I'm game.
Marine biologist Dr. Roy Crabtree conducted research that now suggests there is more than a single species of bonefish worldwide, and several factors, including tournament catch and release, may help contribute to growing superfish.
Well, as a scientist, we don't know why the fish are so much larger in Islamorada, but there are a number of things that might play into that. For one thing, in the Keys, there's been a catch and release etiquette for a lot of years, and people haven't killed bonefish in the Keys in any number for a long time. We haven't had commercial fisheries in the Keys for a long time. In other areas, the Bahamas, Central America, that may not be as true. They probably kill more bonefish. In some areas, people eat them. Some places, they use them for bait for marlin. And if you have fishing mortality and a harvest, it tends to reduce the size of the fish. So that may play into it. Another factor is that the Keys is on the northern edge of bonefish range in the Caribbean. And typically within a species, as you move towards the northern extremes of its range, you tend to see larger individuals than you see in the more tropical areas. You see that, for example, with redfish, with red drum. If you go up to the Outer Banks of North Carolina, red drum over 50 pounds are fairly common. The world record is over 90 pounds. Those sizes would be really unheard of in Florida. And we see the same sort of thing with tarpon. We see bigger tarpon in Florida than you do in Costa Rica. So that may play into it. I know some of the fishermen believe that over all these years with the tournaments, they bring the fish in alive, weigh them in, and then they release them in the Islamorada area. So some of the fishermen believe that they're transporting very big bonefish into Islamorada and releasing them there. And that may play into it as well, but we don't know enough about the behavior of these fish. We don't know if those fish would remain in Islamorada for a period of, for extended period or not. In addition, I first started fishing in Islamorada 20 years ago, and I remember the bonefish there being very big 20 years ago, and I don't think the tournaments were moving a lot of fish then. So I can't give you a real definitive answer on that, but it's probably a combination of things.
Flat species like bonefish are extremely weather sensitive. To take advantage of the darkening sky and adverse conditions, Tim sought out a perfect bayside tide.
Yeah, this is tough weather. No matter what you for in these conditions, it's tough fishing. You got a front coming in on us. We have no visibility, and the worst thing that's happening is the water is getting blown off the flats. Even on a high tide, we might not have no water on the flats. Well, once the tide comes in, we'll have a little bit of water, but the wind gets blown out very hard. We're gonna run out to the backcountry, and we have high tide out here. On the Atlantic right now, we have a low tide starting to come in soon, and we're gonna go out to the backcountry where we're gonna have a high tide, and it's gonna start falling soon. So we're gonna go out there and give it a shot and see what the level of the water is, and if that bombs, which it could, because it's blowing out of the north a good 20 knots right now, and you just got to go give it a look, and it just makes your day tough, and you still catch big fish anytime. Whoa, bald eagle right here, pretty cool. That's always a good omen, baby.
Tim headed for an area called Downtown, near Lignum Key, where a lifetime of experience told him the big bones gathered to feed on bad days.
These are pretty good conditions for fishing for the big fish down here. It's windy, it's overcast, we're not going to have shadows casting very far. The fish won't be as spooky because it's breezy. On the calmer days, it's definitely, the fish can be very touchy on those calm days. So we're going to go ahead and pull up here, and I'm going to go ahead and pick a fly out. And since it's cloudy, we want to get something that's for shallow water fishing. Something, since we can't see into the water for mudding fish, we got to look for fish that are up in real shallow water tailing, something that we can see.
Soft fly, right?
So this is my favorite fly. But I have spun a hackle around this, a weed guard that goes forward. This thing will, even in calm weather or windy conditions, this is for tailing fish. It will land softly in calm conditions, but the main thing, it will land quiet, and it's a fairly good sized fly. It's a couple inches long, 2.5 inches long.
So they see it pretty easily.
They see it real good. And you don't have to do much. And the main thing, when that fish is mudding and tailing, and you slip that fly, and then when he comes up, that thing's already sitting there in front of him. That's at least what we want to do.
So be pretty aggressive, go after him.
Yeah, go after him, because if you throw it too far away, the fish will come out of that mud and might go in a different direction. So when he pops up and sees that fly and we give it a little bump, you know, he thinks it's that whatever he was after, you know.
So when I bang him on top of the head and blow him up, you're not going to throw me off the boat, are you?
No, this fly works, even in that situation sometimes. Oh, look at that. Look at them humping out of the water.
Wow, that's a nice little pod, isn't it?
Yeah, they are digging, man. They are on a mission right now. Let's get them.
I'm going to go again.
Do it again.
I got to lead that wind.
That's it. There's like 3 or 4 in there. Ooh, nice, nice. Bump it, bump it, bump it.
Got him.
Oh, good. Big fish, I think. Oh, he's coming at you.
Yep.
You're all right, you're all right. He's still on. Be careful for a tight run here. That's the one I wanted. He looked really nice,
He
man.
did look good, didn't he?
Oh, gosh.
Smoking Joe.
Yeah, we got him. He might get in a hole up here. We got to be careful.
You know what? It was so great to see him turn around, you know?
Oh. Ah! Come on, baby. He's in a hole up there. We gotta be careful. He's all right. He's on the other flat now.
We have somebody in Flamingo net him.
What a cool take was that, huh?
Well, I knew I was on that side of him. I kept thinking he's going to turn to go with the rest of the fish, and if he does, he's going to see that fly. See, on one hand, you curse the wind in the front moving in, but on the other, you see these tailors, and you know you're going to have a good shot if you can get the fly there. They just get a little bit more user-friendly if you can actually use that definition.
Oh.
Because that's the last thing bonefish want to be, is user-friendly. I think this is a good-sized fish.
I tell you, when he was in the water, I don't say it very often. We'll see if it comes true, but he had a fat back. This fish has got a ways to go.
He does not like it. He's got to be a nice fish, Timmy.
Yeah, he only made that one run. Now he's sulking a little bit. He's got this deep water where he ain't going to make those blasting runs.
Does not look like a monster, but he's definitely strong.
I want to keep backing up just so I can get us away from these holes.
This fish does not want to come to the boat. How's he look to you?
It's so hard to tell. He doesn't look giant, but you know, I can't tell until he's in my hands.
Yeah. Come on, Bone. He's bulldogging.
That's why you come to Islamorada, buddy.
You know, you really, like anywhere else in the world, after a couple runs, you turn their head to come to the boat. It's almost like miniature tarpon fishing. Down and dirty.
Imagine just a 10-pound fish pulling line like that. Way to go, brother.
So far, so good.
Yeah, look at that rod. That's when you always know you got a bruiser on. When you can't pull them, that rod doubles over like that.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because really, like I said, it's almost like, it's so unlike typical bone fishing, where you can usually handle them when they get this close. Come on, darling.
Just trying to...
How pretty was that, seeing all those tails backlit?
Look at the size of this guy. He didn't look that big. When we first fought him, I knew he was nice.
Wow.
He's a long. Look at the size of that back, Andy.
The fat boy.
Yeah.
Let me see. Fat back.
I don't know if this is going to work. Let's see what we got. He's real close to 12. He's about an honest 11 and a half, probably about 11, 10, 11, 12.
The home of the
look at the belly. Look at that fat belly right there. Is that cool or what?
What a fish.
That's Islamorada bonefish right there.
Timmy, nowhere else in the world do I know of that you catch such large fish.
Yeah.
I gotta put my hands on this guy.
I'm gonna take him off.
Okay. I got him. Wow.
He's got a belly on him, doesn't he?
Look at that big dog. A big dog.
A big dog. How cool is
man.
that? All right.
These are so beautiful.
Fantastic job, buddy.
I love fishing here.
Yes.
Hey, you know, you think you have pressure on you when you fish in the tournaments to catch these fish?
Right.
You know how relieved I am having that camera rolling that we got this thing in our hand? Oh, boy.
I'm a happy dog.
So you say this is just shy of 12?
Yes. Yeah, I think he's about 11.8, 11.10, something like that. He's real close to 12.
A lot of
Either way, he's a big dog.
He's a big dog. God, and how we caught him, what a setting, you know? Tailing along the edge there.
Yeah, and 10 minutes earlier, our front hit it. They started really grubbing when that front hit. I mean, they got really dumb and happy there.
But then again, that's a relative term. Dumb and happy, you know, to hear, they're still pretty
oh yeah.
fickle.
But that's when you have somebody like you that can make that crucial cast over your right shoulder blowing 20 knots like that. Now the wind is down to about 15, but that front sliding over and these things really started chewing. Excellent.
All right, I'll take this flat, we'll let him go.
Let's go get another big one, huh?
I hear you.
One's cool, but two would be cooler.
All right, Timmy,
baby.
I'm gonna let him go. God, good
Is he
job,
ready?
fish. Yeah.
Cool. All right, he did his job.
See you in a tournament sometime, big
Look
boy.
at that big boy go. See ya.
You know, a hand slap is not enough. Big boy like you gotta go like this.
Body slam. Cool.
Good job.
Good job.
Oh, what a relief. What a relief that is. How exciting.
I can honestly say Islamorada and its surrounding flats is a home away from home. All aspects of pursuing these demanding fish is compelling. There is nothing easy about it, but maybe the dream. The fly selections and tides are forever changing and challenging for your guide. The wind demands the most and more of your ability. And when you do get it right, more often than not, they still blow up on you. But when the dream does come true and the line is tight, there's nothing more euphoric. A big bonefish in hand is as magical as a Keys setting sun.